news this week. Let's see, what do we start with first? Let me try to find something that might be... okay. So this was a pretty big issue this week. Let's start with this. So, Fortnite had a huge glitch this week that they fixed. So, basically, the shockwave hammer got vaulted for kind of a short period of time. I would say almost maybe 36 hours, 40 hours, almost 2 days, I think. It was vaulted or something. And what happened was, in Fortnite, people managed to discover a glitch with the shockwave hammer where you could just infinitely jump and bounce around without any cool down timer. Now, for those that don't know, Fortnite gets a variety of updates with new weapons and items and things like that. And sometimes the items that they introduce into the game are a little bit buggy, you know, they might have some problems, and people discovered this. So usually with a shockwave hammer, you're only allowed to bounce around a few times, like 4 times. And after that, there's like a 10-second cooldown for every single charge. So basically, in order to bounce for more than 4 times, you usually have to wait like close to like almost 50 seconds or something for that to fully charge back up. So usually people can't just bounce across the map forever and not have to, you know, wait for it to recharge. Well, what happened was there was a glitch that let you bounce around forever, and people then started using this to win games, and it was like very broken and it was terrible. You would have tryhards like land at the edge of the map, get amazing loot, you know, their gold shotguns or whatever. They would get like a hammer, and then they would just bounce with that hammer for the entire game. They would land on people, strike them with the hammer, and then they just keep bouncing away. Strike those people with the hammer again, keep bouncing away. And they would just do that. They would get to like top 10, top 5, just relax. And then when it was like the final 1v1, these people would just be bouncing all over the place. Very hard to hit. And since there was no cooldown, they could just bounce again and again and again and again. It was crazy. And Fortnite noticed this after a lot of clips went viral on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch. People were streaming and showing this off, and looks like Fortnite did not like that. So they disabled the hammer, and they removed it from the game, so you could not get the hammer anymore. And a lot of people were really sad, myself included. We were like, no, the hammer is gone. And Fortnite fixed this issue, and then like just like a couple days later they brought it back, and they didn't even announce that it was fixed, and they brought it back, which was kind of funny. So like, I was just playing Fortnite, and then I saw the hammer there, and a bunch of other subscribers and people apparently found out the same way. Like, they were just playing, and they were like, oh hey, the hammer's back, I guess. Interesting. And then Fortnite eventually came out to say, yeah, patch update came out and fixed this or whatever, but still, it was kind of a surprise how it was just fixed and put out into the game. So that was a big deal. That got fixed. There's still a lot of other bugs and glitches though that need to get fixed in Fortnite right now, but hopefully they get on that soon. Next, we got some news for, let's see. Ooh, Discord for PlayStation 5. So for those that don't know, Discord is trying to get like basically support on every single console. So they want to get like supported on Nintendo Switch completely. They already have like a deal with Microsoft for Xbox, and it's been rumored for a long time that Discord was going to be coming to PlayStation 5. And apparently in the next big PlayStation 5 update, Discord support is going to be fully integrated into the PS5 like menu operating system, which is really cool. So what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna let you like sign into Discord on your PlayStation 5, and you can like join your friends like party or voice chats on Discord in your PlayStation 5, and then load up a game, chat with your friends while you're playing, stuff like that. So it's gonna be really nice, especially if all your friends are on Discord and maybe they don't have a PlayStation 5. So very, very cool that they're doing all that. So that's supposed to be coming out very, very soon in the next big update. So who knows when that's gonna be, but hopefully soon. We got some news. There has been a rumor for a while that Xbox was going to be doing a Gears of War collection, very similar to their Halo kind of like anniversary collection. So for those that don't know, Gears of War is another like huge popular series that's always been on like Xbox. Besides Halo, I would say it's like the second most popular. I think Gears is definitely huge. Forza is another great series on Xbox, but I never really got like a collection or a re-release like anniversary collection of all the games. And after the success of the Halo collection, you know, that came out for the anniversary, they basically put every single Halo game in this collection. You can play it on your Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and it's also on PC. There's been a rumor that this is going to be coming out, and a journalist this week came out to claim that it is still happening. So this rumor is still valid. Nothing's been confirmed, but according to a journalist that knows people working there, they say it's still happening. So if you're a Gears of War fan, looks like there's going to be some kind of collection very, very soon, which is awesome because I actually would really like to play Gears of War 1, maybe even Gears of War 2 again. Those games are kind of like awesome, even though they're kind of old at this point. Those games were like fantastic on the Xbox 360, so it would be really nice to get those again to play. Let's see. Okay, so we got some pretty disappointing Ubisoft news this week. Very disappointing news. So Ubisoft apparently canceled 3 of their games. Ubisoft's like annual financial report came out and it was not good. So it seems like Ubisoft is losing money. Something's going wrong over there at Ubisoft. I'm not sure what's going on, but apparently all recent Ubisoft games, including like Far Cry, did not sell well enough for Ubisoft. So they lost money on a bunch of games they put out recently, including like Just Dance and the Mario and Rabbids game, apparently not doing too good for them. So yeah, they basically came out in an investors meeting and they said that 3 major like games got canceled. I don't think they announced these. They said they're unannounced games. They had to cancel these 3 games, so I guess we'll never know what these games are. And they also said that the Skull and Bones game, which got announced a super long time ago, is being delayed yet again. This is like the 7th delay for Skull and Bones. I don't think this game is ever coming out at this point. I have no idea what Ubisoft is doing with that game. It looked cool, you know, kind of like Assassin's Creed 4, you know, with the ships and everything. But the game's delayed again. Prince of Persia, that game is probably going to get delayed again. Who knows what's happening with that? Beyond Good and Evil 2. Ubisoft has not even talked about that game. Looks like Ubisoft, I don't know, they're having some problems right now, I think. So things are not too good over there at their company. But we got some info about Assassin's Creed, and according to Ubisoft, they decided that their next Assassin's Creed game, which is Assassin's Creed Mirage, is going to be a return to classic Assassin's Creed. So like something like Assassin's Creed 2 again, which a lot of fans got really excited because there's been like a huge divide in the Assassin's Creed community. The last few Assassin's Creed games, like Assassin's Creed Origins and you know, the recent one, what was it called, Valhalla, were like very RPG style games where you level up, you grind, like you gain XP and level up abilities and stuff. And a lot of OG Assassin's Creed fans did not like those games because they were like over 80 or 100-hour games that were kind of like RPGs, and they just wanted, to go on missions and do assassinations and stuff, just like in Assassin's Creed 2 and 3 and all the rest of the series at that point. So I think Ubisoft realized that, and they weren't making enough money on the games, and they're like, okay, let's go back to what everybody liked with Assassin's Creed Mirage. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this situation over at Ubisoft right now. Personally, I think Ubisoft needs to just get the games that people like and make new games for them. So like, people like the Rayman games, bring back Rayman, make a new Rayman game. We got Rayman 2, Rayman 3, where's Rayman 4? We got like a ton of Rabbids games and Rayman Origins and stuff, but a lot of people want like a 3D Rayman game again. Hopefully they make that. Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be great if it goes back to being how the older games were. I think they should definitely finish this remake of Prince of Persia. Hopefully they can do that soon. And I don't know, I think they just need to keep doing the games that people enjoy. Far Cry as well. Not really sure why the last one didn't sell that great, but Far Cry has a ton of fans, so yeah, not sure why Ubisoft's been having all these problems recently, but that's definitely disappointing. Next we got some news from Activision's developer of the Spyro games. So this is interesting. Developer, Activision, for those that don't know, owns the rights to Spyro right now, and one of the developers kind of like hinted on social media at an anniversary for Spyro, and people immediately started thinking like, oh, this means we're gonna get a new Spyro game, what's gonna happen? And what it seems like is Crash Bandicoot recently got a Crash Bandicoot trilogy, and that game did so well that they made Crash Bandicoot 4, and that game also did very well. So then they made Spyro Trilogy, and that sold very well. It was like a collection of the old Spyro games, but remade in 3D with good graphics. And now it looks like they might be making a Spyro 4 with that same team or something. And maybe they're going to announce it for the Spyro anniversary this year or something. So that's exciting. Hopefully we get a new Spyro game. Spyro is like a really fun video game character. Would definitely like something for that. We got a new launch trailer for the Dead Space remake. Wow, every single time I see this game, it looks amazing. Fantastic. Dead Space was super scary when it first came out, and it looks like they just captured everything great about that first game for this remake. So, if you're a fan of Dead Space or scary games, definitely check out the Dead Space remake trailer that dropped this past week. Let's see what else we got here. What else? Oh, the developers for Forza Horizon 5 apparently got split in half, and half of them are forming like a new AAA studio for Microsoft. So I found that very, very interesting. I've always noticed that the developers for Forza have always been like super talented, and it seems that like Microsoft maybe noticed that too, and they noticed that like, yo, we are always making the best games on Xbox. I always wondered why they didn't make other games besides Forza. And Forza's awesome, but it would be crazy to see them make like an action game, an adventure game, some kind of FPS, shooter or something. Like, they're extremely skilled, so it would be nice to see them try other video games as well. So it seems like the developers for the recent Forza decided to basically cut the studio in half, take some of the developers into another project to make a new game, and the other half is staying with Forza. Now, this is crazy because a lot of people are like, oh man, does this mean the Forza games are not going to be as good now? Or maybe the great developers left and now they're going to be making amazing games. in this other studio. So we have no idea what's going on, but hopefully they announce something in the future, and we have no idea what's really happening, but those developers are amazing, so I'm sure anywhere they go, they're going to be making great games. So hopefully that turns out okay. It would be very, very sad if Forza stops being good because they cut the team in half. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Let's see, what do we got over here? Oh, here we go. This is a nice one. So apparently they dropped a One Piece Odyssey demo this week on like a bunch of different systems, and it's completely free. It's a demo, and you can test out One Piece Odyssey. For those that don't know, One Piece Odyssey is like this big new One Piece open world RPG game, and all my friends that are like super huge One Piece fans are freaking out about this game because it's apparently like the best One Piece game we've ever gotten before. Like, it would be really nice to get a game like this, but for like Dragon Ball or something, I'm not huge into One Piece. I've only watched, a couple episodes. I know a bunch of the characters. I really need to get into One Piece. It's just so huge. There's so many episodes. But, wow. It looks like One Piece fans got the best gift ever, because this game apparently is, like, huge. And it has tons and tons of content, lots of fan-favorite characters, super unique story, and it's just jam-packed with, like, special content. And, yeah, it's coming out today. So if you have an Xbox, PlayStation, you can buy this today. It's One Piece Odyssey. I think, yeah, it's basically coming out on PlayStation, Xbox. I think there's a Nintendo Switch version or something for Switch, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, super cool. There's a demo out, so if you're on the fence, if you're unsure if you'll like this game, maybe download the demo and check it out. It's kind of like an RPG, like think of maybe something like Final Fantasy meets One Piece or something like that. A lot of people huge like into this right now, so it's one of the biggest releases this week that I'm noticing everybody's talking about. And let's see, last piece of news is about the Halo TV series. So this kind of surprised me actually, but it seems like the Halo TV series was a huge hit for Paramount Plus. So even though I heard a lot of bad things from like longtime Halo fans, apparently a lot of people watched it, so Paramount was very happy with how it did, even though some fans had some issues with the show. So that's interesting. I wonder how this is going to play going forward, if they're going to do a bunch of new seasons now for the Halo show, and I wonder if they're going to take some of the fan criticism and maybe fix some things for the next season or whatever. But, wow, I'm actually surprised that it did very well for Paramount. I'm sure Halo fans are excited, but hopefully they fix some things, because as someone that has played the Halo games, let's just say the show did some things very differently, some things I did not like, and I know a lot of other people had some problems there too. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's all the big and important video game news for the week. So thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. So long.